Have you ever noticed that a breakup with a toxic person, whether it's a narcissist, psychopath, sociopath, have you ever noticed that it's so much more painful than a normal breakup? And not that we're putting it into competition or anything. A breakup with an emotional manipulator is so much more painful. And today I want to talk about some variables and reasons as to why that's the case. And it's extremely confusing at the same time because the majority of people that are dealing with the pain of a breakup with this kind of a person, half the time they don't even like the person, or they don't realize why they want to be with this person so bad, this person who they don't really like, or they don't know why they like or think they love this person. In my coaching practice, when I'm talking about people that are fresh out of a breakup, and they'll be talking about how painful it is, and they'll have lists of all of the damaging things that this person has done to them, and at the same time they're expressing this love for this person, I'll often ask them, what is it that you love about them? And the most common answer is, I don't know. Or maybe they can come up with one or two things at most, but they have this huge list of negative things that this person has done to them. So why is that? In a regular breakup, there are normal variables that a person goes through, right? They go through the grief of the loss. They're sad that it didn't work out. They miss the good times of their partner. Those are normal variables that a person goes through after a breakup. But after the end of a relationship with a narcissist or a psychopath, there are a few other variables that are in play. And one of them is the level of betrayal that you feel after the relationship is over. So part of that betrayal could be that you finally realize that all of these promises that this person was making to you was future faking. They were lies only to keep you in the abusive relationship. So you're feeling a betrayal with that. Or maybe you're broken up and you see that this person is entering a smear campaign designed to assassinate your character in the eyes of everyone else. So to know that this person just wants to hurt you or wants others to view you in such a negative light is what enhances that sense of betrayal as well. On top of that betrayal, you have had somebody eroding your self-esteem even from the very beginning. So in most relationships, even the ones that fail, even the ones where you wind up seeing that you're not for each other and each part their separate way, each partner normally was always looking for the good in the person. They were supportive, they loved their partner, they were hoping the best for their partner. But in a relationship with a psychopath or a narcissist, you have been involved in a relationship where this person has hoped the worst for you. This person has slowly taught you to view yourself in a negative light without you even realizing it. They have eroded your self-esteem. So you've been with somebody that has assaulted you to the core of who you are. A few of the things I've heard people say to me in my coaching practice are, I feel violated. After the relationship, I feel emotionally violated, emotionally raped. That's what a lot of people have said. And again, that's because unlike a normal relationship where people are trying to build each other up and be there for each other, you have been in a relationship where the person has been trying to psychologically damage who you are at a core level. So once again, this makes the pain even more intense than a regular breakup because non-disordered individuals, people that are healthy emotionally, do not require that their significant other relinquish their sense of self, their opinions, their thoughts, their specialness, their social connections, or their human rights, the way narcissists and psychopaths require their significant other to do. So to come to grips with the fact that you have been with somebody that has been intentionally tearing you down is another variable added to the normal painful variables that happen after a breakup. Another factor to consider is what happens to you regarding social interactions when you're in a relationship with a narcissist or a psychopath as opposed to a regular relationship. So in a normal relationship, let's say you're a little shy, or let's say you're just normal in public situations. That person allows you to be you. A healthy individual allows you to be you. When you've been in a relationship with a psychopath or a narcissist, they need you to feel less than them in social settings in order for them to feel good. It's like you become their human emotional regulating machine. When you feel good, they feel bad, so they have to change that regulation so that you feel bad so that they can feel good. So before every social event, they will do something to make sure that you feel awful, so that in the social event, when you get there, they are shining and you look like you're a mess. You look like something's wrong, and something is wrong, but nobody sees that because they're seeing the narcissist or the psychopath performing, and they think that you are the problem, which is exactly what the psychologically damaged person wants others to think, right? So with time, after the discard, after the relationship is over, a lot of people realize that all of those dynamics that were going on in social settings are still affecting them. Now a person may feel very uncomfortable in social settings. They will battle social anxiety, phobias, panic attacks, things that were provoked and brought about because of that relationship. So again, this added variable is what makes the after effects of the relationship so much more difficult and so much more painful. Another variable that I'd like to add is the fact that the person that you've been in a relationship with, if they're narcissistic or psychopathic, they will never apologize. You will never hear a sincere apology where they're owning how much damage they did to you. In a breakup with a normally healthy person, even if they part ways, if they realize they've hurt you or if you realize that you've hurt them, a sincere apology is given. You know, there's a sadness that to realize that you hurt the person. There's a willingness to apologize so that both can move on. There's a willingness to give closure and to receive closure. That's not the case with a narcissist or a psychopath. You will never hear an apology. In fact, the thought that you want an apology will be met with disbelief. They'll make you feel like there's something wrong with you for even bringing up the painful things that happened. So not only do you not get that apology, but they do not want you to have any kind of closure. They only want to blame you for the relationship. So that's another variable as to why it's so painful. There's no kind of validation. There is no validation given by the party that hurt you. There is no apology. There is nothing but a sense of blame as if it was all your fault. Now, there are a lot of other factors that make it so painful, but I did want to mention those. And the reason I wanted to mention them is because a lot of people suffer after the relationship. A lot of people don't understand, why am I still hurting? Why can't I move on? Why am I so angry? There are valid reasons as to what you're feeling. The good news is there is a lot that you can do about it as well. And if anyone is interested in coaching and getting one-on-one assistance, please check out the link that is in the description box below.